Okay, who would like to tell us what happened last week for an additional Benny?
I think the majority of what occurred last week, right, is we started in the cemetery of, I forget the name of the town, but we're in this little
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Mhm.
We're in the town, and a town that had been mentioned in the Tombstone Tattler of the dead coming to life and unburying themselves, snatching people, and then reburying themselves. And in the graveyard, it seemed like either all or most of the graves looked like they had been like freshly filled in, freshly dug dirt. Um, but we found our Stacy Johnson? Smith?
Smith.
Stacy Smith?
Stacey Smith.
Found Stacy Smith's grave, dug it up, and opening the casket revealed there was like a ladder. It was a way down to go down into like a something built and made. That led us to, I'm just gonna call it a crypt, because it seems appropriate, but a series of underground passages, where we managed to survive a shootout in the dark, well, in some cases. Made our way through there, and due to my rushing forward, no time to explore, only time to punch. Made it to this little room where there were some nasty, like, flayed people, like with how we had found them underwater, except these people were like alive and walking. And there were people in some of the side chambers behind gates, and when unfortunately for us, when several of us had moved into the center room, somebody threw a lever and locked all the gates down, dropped one in, and locked Franklin Saint out. Um, and some hatches in the ceiling opened, and we're basically releasing that nasty flayed people juice. They got us in the
Oh,
juicer, I think it was
The
called.
vinegar residue.
Yeah, the nasty stink. And so we were fighting, dealing with that. Um, uh, uh, People were popping off all over the place. We were getting battered around pretty good, but we managed to kind of bend and break some of these gates so that we could get to the people that were shooting us the whole time. And I believe there's also an incredible moment where Franklin Saint was so close to ripping one of these gates off the wall. Was absolutely so close to nailing it.
I
Um,
can see that.
we and I think we know that they scream something about hey, just like leave them. We got to go protect the Tailor. And to me, that is the name of the person that's doing something with the skin, because that makes the most amount of sense given the context of our
Person making the jackets.
yeah, making the skin jackets. That makes sense. And so we are, I believe, attempting to give chase, as they had like recently run out of the room. And that's kind of like
Oh,
where
is
we
that the
are.
motherfucker that made it away from me? Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that you tried to get him at the end, but he just rolled too good.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So we're in chase. And there's not treasure in the room with Joan. It's just hay. Although it looks like a pile of coins.
yeah. Excellent. Let me. Let me just do this. That'll give you an additional Benny. Sean, thanks for filling us in. Anyone have anything else they would like to add?
I will add this though.
Mhm.
For our own tactical knowledge, there are at least one, maybe two unconscious people in the front rooms. One that Thomas knocked out, and then another that Thomas knocked out. So they should be still knocked out because not much time has passed. But those people are just laying there on the ground.
Excellent. Thank you for adding that information.
Who
To help,
all is visibly hurt amongst us? Is
well,
anyone?
before we get to that, let me help paint the scene a little bit. As you have come down into this area, for those of you, and I don't know the answer to this, but you guys would, for those of you that have been in a mine proper before, these corridors look a little bit like the initial corridors that you might see in a mine. These were clearly dug out, but there are also posts and wood boards to help hold back the dirt along the way. And there are some areas where they're not, with the exception of the area you're in currently, like the areas you passed initially, they're more like widening of the corridor than they are rooms proper. This area actually has what would be considered proper rooms, and for Cornelius, Thomas, and well, actually for everyone except for Abigail, this room down here had the three entrances. The gates on the left-hand side and the right-hand side have been destroyed. The gate that separates Thomas and Friendly, not Thomas, Franklin and Friendly, obviously I've put you with Franklin, that entryway there, right? That gate has just receded as you've heard some gunfire and yelling and screaming, but apparently whatever lever someone was talking about being pulled, that has been released, and this passageway is now free and clear. For the five of you, the five of you, you can see these two deceased flayed corpses in this room here. For Joan, Cornelius, and probably Thomas, you probably have enough. Yeah. You can also see the corpse of a gunman back in this room that Joan is in. You have all both seen Abigail bolt through this passageway here and also heard her scream something to the effect of, initially, like, don't fucking move and there won't be any trouble. And then after someone ran off screaming that he was going to help the tailor, Abigail screaming at him to get back here. Abigail, you obviously see this guy up here, right? Who was the one who was over here that you had initially seen and told not to move and ran off. However, it's this individual, right, to your left, that was the one holding the lever, and actually who you would have destroyed had it, not killed, but would have done significant damage to had it not been for a pretty impressive soak roll. In addition, Abigail, you are the only one at this point who has heard, coming from somewhere up here, you're not sure where, but it's bouncing off the walls. You hear somebody screaming for help, and you also hear faintly the sound of running water. Let's now give Cody the benefit of the doubt for not having been here last week. Who's in what shape that Friendly would have, for the most part, clocked last week?
Yeah, if somebody's been around the corner and gotten hurt since I was able to see them, then I wouldn't know. But of the people that I either saw got hit early on or is currently hurt around me.
Thomas has 1 wound, but you can't fix his wounds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm also ignoring that 1 wound because I'm a robot man.
I have the shaken condition, but I feel like I had saved against that. That would be all.
Yeah, you got shaken quite a bit last session, I believe.
Franklin, you
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
I mean, we all did. They were doing a number on us.
Oh
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not in. I wasn't in the fucky room.
Did Joan or Abby get hurt while I could see? Like, I
Nope.
guess
No,
would
I
have
did
been
not
in
get
this
hurt.
room back here. Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. Time to run after Abby.
And if I remember correctly, I hear the voices calling for help coming from my left. Correct? From this hallway. I know
That's
you showed me like
that's
2
correct.
seconds ago, but
That is
Okay.
correct. You hear it from up in that general area. You can't really make out more than that, but you got the general gist of it. Okay, excellent. I, for the life of me, cannot remember if we drew new cards for this. I mean, I assume we did because every time it starts a new round, it automatically draws cards. But I will leave it open to the party. Should we draw new cards or leave the
I
order
mean, it'll
as is?
tell us what the last thing that happened was, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we drew cards, and there have been no actions since we drew cards.
Yeah, because I think we wanted to finish the round we were on, and then we ended at the
Yeah.
at the end
Excellent.
of that round.
Excellent. In that case, Franklin, you are up.
And the game is paused, Adam.
Thank you. One of these days, I will remember to unpause it. But that day is not today.
Okay. Let's see. I think they're too far off. I want to go secure our 1 point of information just in case, like Abby can't catch up to him with the guy knocked out. So I think I want to head back towards the guy all the way over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I can use my rundown. I got nowhere else to go. I'm going to secure our information and leave. Oh, 2 more. And that's it. That's it for my turn.
All righty. Joan, you are up.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna take my movement out here to get a better view of what's going on and just wait to see what's happening.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, let's see. This guy here.
I'm gonna ask ahead.
Mhm.
Cornelius, do you think I don't know what your plan is for your turn, but do you think you can grab the lantern, my lantern on the table next to you, and just hand it to me on your turn? These are all free actions. It just saves me 2 squares of movement to do that myself.
Sure. I'm also carrying a lantern, and I kind of plan on being in step with you. But if you kind of gesture for it, I'll snag it for you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't want to in case you were gonna do something crazy or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
no worries. Thank you.
You know what? Just to make life easier, you should have a lantern now, Thomas. Can you see?
Well, I
Does
can
that
I
change
can
anything?
I
Okay.
can still see because I'm like I think there's light around us anyway,
Right.
and then I think some people
Gotcha.
still have lights. Yeah.
Okay. this guy that you have just sort of run past, Abby, he pulls out his 6-shooter, and he has it in his right hand, and we'll say you catch out of the corner of your eye, as in your peripheral vision, as you run by, he's reaching over with his left hand as he is going to fan the hammer.
Hmm.
Which means he's unloading all 6 shots at you. It's 1, 2, 4. Spectacular. He does that and manages to miss with all 6 shots, which makes both him and me super happy. That is his turn. Cornelius, you are up.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Spirit roll. Oh, I meant to just add a -1 too.
There you go.
That's the spirit.
All right. Okay. And so Abby's run off this direction, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
That is correct.
I would like to run out that way. Um, and I don't think he has a plan for what he's going to do when he sees what's happening. So,
Okay, fair enough.
yep. He's out of PowerPoint, so he's a little
Mhm.
lost. But uh, yeah, I think I will just get here
Great.
and call it.
Yeah, fantastic. Friendly, you are up.
I'm gonna run and then cast numb. So first I'm gonna try running. I can get 8. What does it take to move past people? See Thomas in the doorway.
You can move to this spot and then down into this spot, we'll say.
Okay, then numb will go off at a -2.
Okay, what's the range for that?
The range is my spirit. So my spirit currently is 12.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you
Franklin's
can,
well out.
yeah. Great. I am curious. If I've got an actual numb condition marker. I'll have to add one.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, this yellow dot just means you are under the effects of numb.
And everyone currently can ignore 1 point of wound or fatigue penalty.
Okay. Does this also affect you?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, that's my panic run around the corner to try to see Abby, throwing out the biggest spread thing that I can. And yeah, that's my
Fantastic.
turn.
All right. Abigail, you are up.
Like, on the one hand, I know that there are people calling for help. Also, this guy just unloaded at me, and that's not cool, dude. That's just not cool. I'm going to take 2 actions before I move. I'm not planning on running. I will call out to both Cornelius and Frendel. I can hear people screaming down that way, and then I am going to bolt these 2 individuals.
Okay.
Oh, I had my sheet open. I do. Okay. I will start with guy that just fanned the hammer at me. I was quite happy to let you live, buddy. I was. Don't really have a way to not do this. I was gonna let Thomas deal with you. Oof. I'll spend a penny. Why not? We just got a fresh set.
Oh boy.
There you
that.
go.
Look at that. You see?
Love to fucking see it.
That's what Bennett gets you.
All he had to do was surrender like I asked.
Forgot about that. Ow.
He won't fucking die. That's okay, though. I will take a shot at his buddy. Is there a way to repeat the action without me having to set it again? Did that subtract my power points the way it should have? Yes, I am down to 8. I guess I'll just got the guy targeted, cast from a sheet again. Two actions. Roll.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Whoa. Whoa.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Good God.
Yeah. You shoot him in the back, and this guy just collapses forward.
Oh.
I told you idiots not to run. And then I go running off.
Okay.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To get a look down this hallway. Ooh. Ooh.
What,
Ooh.
right. What you
Oh
see,
no.
right, are 3 coffins. There's pounding on them. The coffin that is located here, like that top like quarter of it is sort of swung open, right? And there's some dude screaming for help. Let us out. Help.
Yeah, that's not really what I'm worried about when I can see this guy and this.
That's right. You have
Yeah.
the eagle eye goggles, right?
Yeah,
So,
sure can.
right. You can see a couple things going on up here, right? You see this guy. Well, I guess I guess I'll just show it to everybody. You see that dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't worry
I
about
think I
him.
might come back over that way, actually.
He doesn't seem like the main character.
He seems
Yeah.
nice.
The water's a little
Hopefully.
deeper than that. It's up to about his knees.
He's just got really long shins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all
Um,
shins.
Like a maned wolf as a human being.
Yeah, just in terms of what you're saying, it'd make me a notice roll.
Most crucially, does it look like this individual has noticed me? Since I know that I am. Oh, okay, my sheet just decided to close on me. I know that I am looking through infernal technology. I'm curious if this individual can also see me. Does he act like he is able to see me?
Okay, yeah, let's see that notice roll, and we'll then decide.
Oh no,
what-
that's a Benny. That's no.
Okay.
Well, it's at least a pass.
Okay.
Wait, why is it regarding a 4 as a failure? Quizzly?
Weird.
It says there's a target number of 5 for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm not. We won't worry about that. With a 4, what you notice is the following. There
Yeah, he's within 10
is
squares, so
1, 2, 3. Yeah. I mean, what you notice is the following. Like, he or she, right? They have goggles that look sort of like yours,
okay.
right?
All right, well.
The other thing you notice is it looks like it's intermittently raining around this guy. There's some mist or water or liquid that is periodically falling from the sky, or the ceiling, I should say. Because despite the fact you can't see it in this map, you definitely see a ceiling in there. It's not.
Yeah.
This is not open. You're far enough underground that is not the case. Okay. Anything else for you, Abigail?
No, that was my 2 actions and all my movement. So yeah, that's it. And I
Okay.
should be.
Let me.
Yep, 7 power points left. Golden. Wait, Bolt is only 1 power point.
I gotta figure out if I can see you or not. Oh, yeah. Fucking fantastic. Okay. Just as you turn that corner, this guy comes into view and
great.
fires off a shot at you.
Bolt is only 1 point. Good to know.
Oh, that's why. Awesome. And you are, it hits, but it's sort of a grazing blow, just enough to have you double over and sort of start checking yourself.
Does that account for the -2 from ballistic protection?
It does.
Okay.
Okay, that was his turn. Thomas, you are up.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna run, and if I do come in range of an enemy, I will punch them.
Okay.
But first, let's run. Big 6, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm gonna step here.
Kind of need a hand up here.
I'm gonna step here, grab my lantern.
Well, you don't have to step back. We that's why I gave you the lantern to begin with. We just ruled, since you asked for it and Cornelius agreed with it, that
Oh,
you've
okay.
got it. So you don't need to take that movement.
Okay, no problem. I know Cornelius didn't state that in their action, so I assumed it did not
Right.
occur.
I appreciate it, but I like when you asked and he agreed, I was like, okay, great. Like, I'm definitely the type that would not remember that 30 seconds later. So let's just, we've done it. So great.
Hell yeah. Okay,
I'm
cool,
getting
cool.
excited for this drive-by punch.
Okay, 1, 2.
Just so you know, since you're going to make it, he's right here.
Yeah, he's right around the corner. Like the second you walk around the corner, it's just pop.
1, 2, 3.
It's gonna be like halfway
4,
thyour
5,
movement.
6, 7.
He's definitely getting a Superman punch.
Yeah.
Come to
Put
8.
off wall.
Hell yeah. Step up to him, and it's just one punch. I declare one punch man.
Okay.
Let me
Now, just so I'm clear, right?
Yeah.
With your new, I think the edge is ambidextrous. Right?
It's 2 of them, but yes.
Okay,
yes.
that right. So that's what I was asking. You're saying one action, but because of the ambidextrous, it's actually 2 punches. Is that correct?
It's going to be only one punch.
Okay. Okay.
One
gotcha.
singular punch.
Gotcha.
Because it requires your offhand, which is
that's
holding
right.
a lantern.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just one actual punch to the man.
Gotcha.
It's still a metal hand.
It's still a metal hand.
I believe in you, Thomas. End this dude. This is
Yeah.
this is the fucking tanking shots like a pro.
Right.
Yeah, the guy won't go down.
He's been doused with so much chemicals at this point.
Hell yeah. I swing the lantern overhead so he ducks to then come up with an uppercut as he goes down.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, it's still a. Well, I don't know if a 6 hits his parry.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah?
that's
Okay.
That does it.
Okay. A low amount of
Oh.
damage. Do I
Yes, you do.
spend the Benny? Okay. I did just get a Benny. It is a better amount of damage. Is 9 to his toughness.
That is a good use of a penny.
Night.
As this guy
Yep.
just crumples like a busted accordion.
Call that a brain
Uh,
bounce.
Honestly, respect.
I still have some amount. Oh boy, I should have counted.
You were at 8.
I was at 8. Hey, thanks for counting.
Yes.
For me.
Well, you were counting. I heard the last count that you gave.
4. Okay, I just run closer to Abby, but that's my 12.
Great. All right. Yeah. Out of the darkness, Abby, you can see this individual like fiddle with something that it looks sort of like a gun, but there's a hose that is like coming out the back end of it. You can't see exactly where it's going. And then you see a shard of ice that is fired in your direction.
That was a flamethrower.
Honestly, I wish it was a flamethrower. I've got an inventor's apron on. That would give me damage reduction against fire.
Yeah.
Instead, this asshole's shooting me with ice. What a jerk!
Yeah. Yeah. So this thing, the shard hits you square in the chest, but it just sort of breaks up on impact, And you can see this person and this unchanging grin on their face goes back and starts fiddling with some dials. Before we move on, let me just get a sense of what you can see just out of your view, Thomas. All
So
right.
from the perspective of the rest of us, we see a shard of ice slam into Abby's chest.
Yeah, you just see ice come out of sort of this direction.
Yeah, just decide.
Right, out of there, and it just sort of explode when it hits Abby, but Abby doesn't seem any worse for wear as a result of it. Here we go with the next round.
Come on, ace.
Was that me?
For us.
That
Please.
was me.
Franklin
It seems
Saint,
like
ace
that.
of spades.
Yeah, but the ace doesn't get you.
Oh no, it's the
but
jokers
the
that
Joker
are the
does.
bad.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he got the Joker.
Oh no.
No.
Hey, I don't know. I think I think that might be help. I think I should probably go over.
You did just get a second ace in a row.
I got a
Franklin,
jack, so that's not terrible.
you're gonna be searching that room over there real good.
All right. I don't know. Oh, actually, I forgot to add this guy. Hold on a second. Let me get this guy in here. Okay, better.
Dude, I got alphabeted. I got $1.
Price is wrong, bitches. Yeah, this guy's gonna fire another shot in your direction, Abby.
This guy being
This guy right over here.
okay, guy on the wall. Okay.
Yeah. This is a significantly better shot. Let me make sure. Whoops. Okay. You're already shaken, so this should
All
be
around.
2 wounds. Oh, no. That's right. That's right. Sorry. That's right.
People.
Yeah. So hits you just in the thigh. As you can tell, this individual not quite as anxiety filled as when you just came from around the corner. He's now had a moment to take aim and has done so effectively.
I will again make sure that including the -2 for ballistic protection.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
That's initially why I thought it was 2 wounds, but it's 1 because of that.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the wound.
Yeah.
I'm numb for now, so I don't
Yep.
want to spend the Benny required to soak.
Yeah. All right. That is their turn. Franklin.
Okay. Oh man. Hold up. Can I be heard? I'm not sure. I can't really see. Hold up.
What is the question? Oh,
We can
Oh,
hear
I
you.
think
Yeah,
they were
we-
asking if they could hear us.
yeah.
or if
We
could
can hear
them.
you.
Okay. I didn't get it. Okay. I feel like we need a lot more help down that way. A lot of bullets raining out. I think
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
mean,
back.
what
to
you probably hear, Franklin, right, is you hear a series of muffled screams, some of them in voices you can identify, and many of them in voices, or some of them in voices that you can't. You also hear just like gunfire and things crashing and exploding, echoing through these
Honestly,
halls.
did not think there was that many enemies left.
Mhm.
I'll be right back there, guys. Okay. I'm
To be
gonna
fair, I don't think any of us thought there were this many left.
bro, they said the Tailor, bro. I thought the Tailor was just some guy. Fuck it. I'm on my way back. Trust me, I'll get there in time. It's just like, the movie Effect 6. Nah. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, it wasn't that far away. I thought it was a lot far. Okay. I'm just gonna keep. That's it. That's it for
All
my
right.
turn.
Fantastic. Cornelius, anything for you?
Yeah, I want to move, try to see where that shard of ice came from, and then if I can see it, I plan on making a deal with the devil.
Okay.
But I guess it depends on if I can see. I don't think I can. All right.
Yeah. You can't see anything yet.
Yep.
All
So I don't
right.
have a target.
Okay. Yeah, I think this guy. Yeah, I think this guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. Abigail, you are familiar both with these creatures and also with this particular tactic, as it reaches out and tries to grapple you. If you give me a second, I will tell you the number to beat. It is a 4.
Okie doke. I am
Agility.
I am currently shaken. Do I get a chance to resist while shaken?
That's an
I
interesting
don't think you
question.
do, unless you burn the Benny to fix the shaken.
That sounds right.
Okay,
You can't make any actions when you're shaken other than burning that
well,
Benny.
it's not an action. If it's a contested check, that's what I'm
Well,
asking
let's
about.
find out.
That's not the same as an
Yeah.
action. I mean, if I do need to,
Mhm.
I absolutely will. I do not want to be grappled by this thing.
Well, let's check in with Google and see what they have to say.
I will go ahead and make the roll, and if I have to spend the Benny, I have to spend the Benny. It won't matter. I'm going to be grappled no matter what. Why am I still getting a -1 to everything?
Well, the -1 that you're getting now, it's probably because
Because of
you
my
have the
wound.
wound,
Yep.
right?
But I am
But
numbed. The game
it
doesn't know
doesn't
that.
actually count, right? There you go.
I just took it off.
Okay.
I can keep looking that up. You can keep going. I am grappled because I did not roll high enough to not be grappled.
Great. So just mark yourself. I believe it's just entangled. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have. Great.
Yep. Entangled automatically makes me vulnerable as well.
Great. It is your turn, Abby.
Well, actually, I get. That does matter then, because I didn't spend a Benny. If I didn't spend, well, fuck it, I'll just roll a spirit roll. I ignore the wound. I do have brave only applies to fear tests, so that doesn't matter. Boom. I am no longer shaken. Yo, act normally.
Well done.
Yep. I am going to. What does vulnerable do to me again?
Vulnerable is actions and attacks
right?
against you are made at +2.
Okay.
So it's easier to get you.
Okay, that's all the more reason for me to do what I think I'm going to do then, which is I am going to reload my gun, air quotes, gun, and dude back there, I do not want the. Oh, he actually, that is the Tailor. It's in the name.
Mm-hmm.
I will bolt him. I'm grappled, but this thing, it sucks.
Okay.
He's annoying, but I do not need an ice shard through the head right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in range though? 7. Yep. Okay. Assuming I can hit.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you this before you do the roll, so you can factor it in, and you would be aware of this after making the shot anyway. You can tell. You specifically, Abigail, can tell pretty quickly. This guy has massive resistances to any of the magic that is being used on him. So this is done at a -4.
Okay. Well. Yeah. No. Okay. That's me. I'm done.
Do me a favor and roll a D4 for me, Abigail. Okay. From your left, in this coffin here, the guy screaming says, "I told you we needed help," and bust open the door of the coffin to reveal another one of these dudes. Steps out.
Oh. At least it's not people we need to save.
Yeah. Right. Thomas, you are up.
I'm a little tied up with one of your friends, asshole.
Okay. I'm gonna try to knock the head off the thing that's got Abby, the doc.
Yeah.
Without the doc, I'm in big trouble. Okay, I'm gonna. I have plenty of movement to get to them. So what I'm gonna do is come up by the dock here. Okay, good. I can see a little better. As I see the docks like getting wrangled around by them. As I turn to look at where the dock, like where the ice thing was coming from, I'm gonna free action to set the lantern on the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around and give this guy the old 1-2. That's grappling, my friend.
Oh boy.
Okay, we do like to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, big damage, Pop. That's what I need.
Yes.
Razzle.
Okay, got him with the 18.
Okay, I don't even think we need to get to the dazzle, quite frankly. Let me just check on this. Why don't you explain to us how you pause the dazzle, and what it looks like as you end this thing? Describe.
Yeah. I think it's the motions, right. Set down the lantern. It's a quick turn of like my torso turns, but my legs kind of stay a little. They don't turn quite as much. One hand to like on the shoulder to just turn this thing to me, and a hand on the neck, just like lifting it up, and like a couple punches to the face to just like crack this thing open.
Nice, very nice. Spectacular.
Yeah, that's I'll look at the doc. You all right?
Been better, but very appreciative.
There's a weird guy over there in the water.
Yep.
What do you mean? He's
I got
totally chill.
I gotta dance with that one over there as I point to the skinless climbing out of the coffin.
Yeah,
I'll
love
I'll
it.
deal with that one. That guy's a little harder for me to take care of.
You're the doc, Doc. That's me.
All right. Friendly, you are up.
Yeah, moving and casting deflection. Or just
Okay.
nudge. So it's gonna be on me, Cornelius, Abby, and Thomas. So I'm spending an additional additional 3 power points.
And just so I'm clear, this is deflection, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let me see if I've.
It's for ranged. Actually, yeah, no, it's for ranged.
Okay, let's see if this actually works here. For ranged. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
So
when you
subtract
all right click
2.
on your tokens, right, along the right hand side, do you see the option to assign status effects, or is that just something that I see?
I do.
I see it.
We have a
Yeah.
little bit.
Okay. I'm doing it this time, but like as an example,
Oh, I have to zoom way in.
yeah, I mean they're really small, but
Yeah, that's
Cody, why don't
good.
you do it on yourself? Right click on yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to
s-
find the right one.
and there's one that's
Deflection is
deflection. It's towards the
third from the
bottom in
bottom
purple.
far left. Looks like a little shield.
Right. And you can select melee or
Oh,
ranged or with the raise, and
yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
so
So yeah,
we'll see how that works.
it is ranged.
Yeah. I've selected that for everybody else, or for the other 3 involved here. Okay.
Not this. For whatever reason, every time I change my points, it
Mhm.
like does the first power in my list.
Right.
So I just delete it. Okay. Deflection is up. There is a little shimmering bubble appears in front of everyone.
Ooh.
Awesome. Um,
Was that ranged or melee again?
Ranged.
ranged.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you.
I don't know about the other one. I just know I've been seeing fucking projectiles whiz past Abby.
All right. Yeah, I think our friend here just saw the metal man punch snap the head off of this thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to shoot some ice in your direction. Yeah. Yeah, that's nasty. Ap- Appears to have dialed in something really well as this thing hits you between a chest and a neck plate and sinks deep into your body, Thomas.
Hey, I am definitely gonna have to try to soak these. I was able to soak 1 wound.
Yeah, excellent. All right, and I'm just going to take a step back. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 steps back. Joan, you are up.
Okay, Jones, I'm planning on running in there
Mhm.
and shooting at something if I see something that needs shooting at.
Okay.
I don't think so. See how much more. There we go. I don't see something worth shooting at, so I think I'm done for my turn now.
Okay. Um, That dude is dead. Let me take him out of combat. That makes more sense. Okay, that's that dude who I can also take out of combat. Great. Which means we are back at the top again. Let's go to the next round. Thomas and Abigail, I think you're both. Let me just check who can see what here. Yeah. Thomas and Abigail, make me a notice roll, please.
War. Right.
Okay. In addition to this mist or rain seems to be falling, you can see that it is it's actually sort of shooting up every 6 or 7 seconds out of this thing in the middle here, and you can see there's some contraption that he just has stepped behind. It doesn't provide him any cover, but he's just stepped sort of deeper into it.
Okay.
Deeper into that mist that is floating around.
Yeah. Is the mist obscuring sight?
Nope. Very fine.
Okay.
You can see through it without any problem.
Okay. Well, I'm probably not gonna like it if I get in it, but we'll find out. Looks like my ace beats the other ace, so let me roll to see if I'm stay shaken. Oh, big big success. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. What's my speed? 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, I can try to get to him. I hope he don't got no booby traps. Okay. I leave the dock. They said they were fine. I don't think I saw this guy do anything on my turn, but I assume I've heard like gunshots or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you said you were fine, so
Yeah.
okay. I leave my lantern on the ground. I run full speed.
Technically, I said I'd take care of this thing.
Okay.
Did not say I was fine.
I see where you're running, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
need you to stop right there.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're there, I need you to make me a spirit roll as a fear check.
You got it, sir.
So if you have any additional abilities that help you with the fear check, certainly apply those.
That helped me with spirits? No, only Benny's helped me with spirit rolls.
Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Not a -1, but it's only a 3. I'm gonna use a Benny.
Okay.
I'll use 1. It is better. So it'd be 5 technically.
Yeah. As you enter this mist, your mind wanders briefly, and you start to think about that in your life which you are most afraid of. But you are able to shake that concern and focus on the task at hand, and you may continue forward with your movement.
Okay. Oh boy. Break the machine or try to break the guy. The machine could be tough. The doors were tough, but surely it can't be as strong as a metal door or gate. Oh boy, I don't. I feel like I feel like I'm the worst about spirit. I feel like other people are good with spirit stuff, um, personally. But I'll probably have to make this check maybe all the time while I'm in it, and it's gonna be bad for me. I'm gonna right. I'm like trying to. Okay, I've decided. I step up to him. I go to move to like that. I'm gonna hit him, but I'm gonna bring my two fists down on this machine that seems to be this. And make sure I'm understanding it. It seems like this machine is misting this object or whatever.
Sure. I mean that seems like a reasonable assumption.
Right. Based on what you've described, this
Right.
thing is emitting a spray of something. That's what you've described, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the machine itself isn't emitting the spray. It's that sort of rock thing that's right next to it. But
Oh, it's
the
the
machine,
rock thing right next
right?
to it.
The machine's right there. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to. I'll make it easy. Like, it's all part of the same contraption.
Gotcha. Okay.
I-
I just
I'm-
I just want to make sure
yeah.
I was understanding what you were describing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go for the machine. If that breaks
Mhm.
this spirit thing, then that'll be time well spent. Okay. What do I need to do to break the
Okay.
machine?
It's stationary, right? So hitting it. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's character damage roll. Yeah, it's motionless, so it's 2. Like, it's not I mean, hitting it's not a problem,
Right.
right?
And then I'll suppose you'll let me know if I break its hardness or whatever
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely.
Okay. One punch. Oh, you bastard! I get 2. I only have 1 Benny. I'm gonna need that when this guy kills me. I'm gonna roll. Well, it is a 2. Actually, I'm sorry. It's a 2. I'm ignoring the second wound because of the numb, and I ignore 1, so it's actually a 3 to hit. So I will hit.
Yeah, roll
I
that
just
damage.
don't get extra damage. 11.
Yeah, with an 11, this machine crumples at your fist, and the nozzle embedded in this rock, it spurts out a couple more bursts of whatever this fluid is, and then just sprays a bit of smoke, which dissipates pretty quickly. And then that is that.
Hell yeah. I look up at the man, and the voice box says, "Oops." Uh, I suppose I can't redirect my second punch to him because I declared I'm punching the machine.
Um, I think since we haven't, this is the first time we've dealt with it. Um, I think the way I'll rule on it is that is correct going forward, but since this is the first time, it doesn't feel fair to hold you to it now. So why don't you redirect that second punch to him?
Okay, but I appreciate that, and it's very fair that we're sticking to the things that we're saying we're doing.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll see if we can get him with a dazzle.
Yeah.
An 8 to his parry.
Uh,
Well, it's technically a 9 to his parry.
yeah. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. 8.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, um, you clock him in the face, right? The expression not only doesn't change, but like as your fist connects, you realize that everything above the shoulders, like it's a hood and the glasses and this sort of metal lower portion with a toothy grin painted on it. It's all one thing, so you can't really see what's going on underneath it. But you've been up close in enough fistfights to tell the way this individual sort of staggers. You have connected with that punch.
Hell yeah. Okay. That's everything I got.
All right. See, who is this guy? Oh, it's that dude right there. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Doesn't really have anything going on. So let me try these things out. No. No. Okay. Abigail, you hear more rattling coming from your left as this individual charges towards you. And just to be clear, you hear rattling coming from the other 2 coffins, but
Sorry, coming from, and then you cut out.
from the other 2 coffins to your left.
Okay.
But other than rattling, there's not much anything. And this thing tries to grab you. And you will need to beat a 6.
Likely, but we'll see. Nope.
Yeah, entangled. As this thing reaches out and hooks an arm under yours and across your chest and up onto your other shoulder. Joan, you are up.
Okay. So from what I can tell, does it look like Abby's pretty hurt at this point, or not yet?
No. I'm a little hurt, but don't seem to notice it.
Okay. Well, Joan is planning on moving in and trying to take a shot at the thing that is next to Abby.
Okay.
Bum.
Nice.
I guess I should have targeted him first.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
For the love of God.
Holy-
Yo, Joan
Whoa.
is she's made for this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Please describe what that looks like for us.
Just a deep breath, sign of the cross, and then just taking aim and just between the eyes.
Excellent. Abigail, you are up.
I will gesture down the hallway towards the 3 caskets and kick the one at my feet and just say, that one came from over there. Leave the others until we're done. I will stow my injector pistol and draw my shotgun. I am
Excellent.
moving.
Also, just a reminder before you
Mhm.
take any actions, because this thing's dead, you are no longer entangled.
Oh, yeah. Let me take that off. Thank you. Draw my shotgun. My plan is to move towards Thomas and the other guy, but I am planning to shoot this guy.
Great.
I don't want to risk shooting Thomas just yet, and I will move a little bit, shoot that guy, and then keep going.
Yeah.
Dude, at least I can see that there's nothing else in here. And then close range with a shotgun, assuming I can hit. I don't actually have a great shooting roll, but I mean, sometimes you
Good
just sometimes
Lord.
Sometimes you're
Sometimes.
just mad that somebody shot you a lot.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is a shotgun, right?
Yep.
So like
Yep.
this,
I mean,
this is what it's for.
Yeah.
Don't need to be good,
oops,
just
I
need to
should
be
have.
able to point.
There we go. That's with a raise for the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Explain to us what it looks like in the terms of Be Kind Rewind when you replace this guy's head with a cheese pizza.
Abigail is not actually like eyes are focused on Thomas, and this other guy can recognize that Thomas is pretty hurt, and so just kicks the thing at her feet, switches weapons, just walks, doesn't turn, just aims or not aims, points the gun, really pulls the trigger and keeps walking.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Franklin, you are up. You are muted if you are
I
speaking.
know.
Okay, excellent.
As you know, guys, we're going back to the running, little marathon. Just
Yeah.
how we do it. Hope everybody's doing okay over there.
We're doing ish.
That's a 7. Oh, that's 3. Oh, what? They're not that far.
I'm the farthest one away from the action.
Well, I
You
mean,
will. You're doing good.
Doing
You
what
will
you're doing.
soon.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll soon be in range to shoot something.
I
Especially if a couple things bust out of a few
Yeah.
coffins you can't see.
I think that's all of them. Yeah, but I can shoot from far as fuck away. It doesn't matter. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Can he shoot and ricochet off the wall at somebody?
Hey, at that point, I don't know what to tell you guys, man.
Bend the bullet.
I've seen Wanted. I've seen Wanted. It's
I've
possible.
seen the movie.
That's it. Hey,
Cool.
guys.
All right. Cornelius, you are up.
Just 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, all right. Most stuff has been blown up. I'd like to go around the corner and then try to get some PowerPoints with a deal
Yeah,
if I
great.
can see a target to cast spell with.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right. Which means I'm going to be spending a Benny. And I'm planning on using elemental manipulation.
Okay.
And actually I would like to, now that I know that we're in a space that's got some weird elements here, let me see something real fast. Okay, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I am going to cast elemental manipulation with the intent to attack this person.
Okay.
So now I make my gambling roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Let's see. Plus, okay, roll 5 cards plus, or draw 5 cards extra with success.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're getting the success on the 3.
Oh, you're right. It is a 3. What the hell?
It's very
Okay.
strange.
What was that, Cody?
I said it is very strange. It's
Yeah.
the TN has shifted from 5 to 2 twice and
Yeah,
back.
that
It seems to
is
be messed up from like move to move.
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
So you do get the 5 cards, though.
yes. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
so let me make sure I do this right here. That's 1, 2, 3, And
Okay.
all right, what have you got?
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Let's see. Fuck.
Jokers are wild cards.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Makes a big difference.
Yes, it does. I believe that leaves me, unfortunately, with just a pair. Just a pair.
Yeah, that looks to be it.
Yep. But that grants me 3 power points,
Mm-hmm.
which does mean I can cast my spell.
Great. There you go.
Woo! Harrowing, I suppose. Let me just write 3, and then do I have to roll spellcasting now that I have it, or is it just successful as part of the?
No, you have to
That's
roll.
right.
Yeah, you have to roll
Yeah.
spellcasting,
now-
and part of the reason you have to roll spellcasting, not that you're going to like this, right? But you need to add a -4 to this spellcasting.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're shorting.
Well, no,
this
because
guy's magic resistant.
it has
Oh, right.
improved arcane resistance.
Yeah.
Benny.
Okay. And this
Okay,
elemental manipulation lasts for 5 rounds. Is that correct?
that
Or am
is
I thinking
correct.
of something
Yes.
else? Okay, great.
Yep.
All right. On this guy's turn, yeah, I will. Spend a Benny so that he's unshaken. As a free action, he will wave his hand, and when he does, from the area where the previously flayed corpse that leapt up and ran towards Abigail, where it was initially, you see a quivering mound of flesh that, as he waves, it ducks under the water and disappears.
Oh.
That's future us's problem.
Right.
Mm.
And then with the shears that it has in its hand, it tries to bury them in your chest, Thomas.
I'd like to see you try. Oh!
Yeah. Well, I am going to spend a Benny to re-roll that. That's a lot better. Yeah, that will do. And because of the raise, you have 1 level of fatigue,
Okay.
which will dissipate with no roll whatsoever at the end of your next turn.
Okay. I believe we're also ignoring fatigue with the numb, if I'm recalling.
1 point.
1 point, yeah.
Yeah, it's wound or fatigue. It's interchangeable. You get to decide.
A wound or fatigue. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's not one of each. It's
Okay.
it's either.
I got you.
That guy is deceased. Let's get him out of here. Whoops. I should wait to do that because there you go. Friendly, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run and try to cast Holy Symbol because I don't know what the fuck is going on around the corner. I just hear a lot.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa, I caught the dice on accident. I went to click myself and I
Nice.
picked up the dice on the screen.
Mhm.
Nine, 10, 11 to get right behind Abby. And then
Okay.
Holy Symbol. Let's give this a shot. Oh, I forgot to give myself a -2, and I'll need, that is important, because I'll need to do my reroll. Or my free reroll, I should say. Oh. I'll spend a Benny.
Okay.
Oh.
Look,
Oh.
it's a dark, devilish place. It's hard for that holy symbol to take effect.
Yeah. Okay. I think it doesn't work. PowerPoint's fizzle.
All right.
Actually,
Cornelius, you are the closest to this, so I'll just describe you clocking this, and everyone can adjust their reactions as necessary. Abigail pointed out to you that there were coffins to your left, and one of these flayed corpses busted out of one of them, and the others may have survivors, but you can deal with it later. But you're not going to be able to deal with it later, as the two other coffins burst open and reveal two more of these corpsey guys. But
You
that
love to see it.
is, yeah,
Do
that
ya?
is.
Do you though?
Oh, am I supposed to be able to see anything in the room that we're in?
No. Well, hold on.
Yeah, the darkness line is basically where Abby is for me.
Right. I mean, the thing that's confusing is that I know Thomas. Oh no, Thomas put his torch
Thomas
down.
set down. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas set
So
down.
no,
My-
you right. You
My lantern
can't
is
see.
here.
Right.
So Thomas could see where Thomas was going.
Right. I'm not sure what's going on, Cornelius, with your sight. It seems wild, but we'll figure that out later. Because what do you have? A torch or a lantern?
Lantern.
Cornelius? A lantern?
Yeah.
Let's. Yeah, you're. Let me see what's going on with your vision here. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. It's wild. All right, let's go to the next turn.
Oh,
God damn it.
we
Yeah,
wanted
I don't
that.
like to see that. That's tough.
Yeah, all right.
And I'm at a 2 of hearts. I am dead last.
Me and you are
Hmm.
down here a ways.
Great. Let me see here.
Well, at least our reinforcements arrived.
Yeah, the closest this enemy this thing can see is you, Cornelius. It knows it's going to have to run to get there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that will do. And it's going to reach out and try and grapple you. So you need to make an agility check for me. And if you give me a second, I'll let you know. Minus for the running. That's... Oh, that is right because of the Joker. You need to beat a 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Easy.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Oh.
Fucking wily.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
I
that.
mean, this thing thinks it's got you dead to rights, and you bob and weave and duck and stay out of its way.
That's that thin guy energy.
Yeah, for
Springy,
sure.
springy.
All right. Joan, you are up.
Okay, great. Joan is going to get up in here.
Mhm.
Cornelius, are you hurt?
No, not yet.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
And I'll just fire a shot at this corpse.
Yeah, great.
I'll spend a penny to reroll.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, why did it?
A 5 hits because you're shooting
Yeah.
unless it has cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
No, you're
decided
fine.
TN6 this time.
Yeah, it's strange.
Oof.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
God damn.
Yes.
This
Good
fucking
Lord.
this
Yeah, why don't you
goddamn
describe what
army.
happens when you end this thing?
Seeing this thing like reaching out for Cornelius, whenever Cornelius like jukes out from under it and it stumbles, I take that like moment to just kind of like fire it and knock it off of its balance. And
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, this thing's going to run out, and in what has become commonplace at this point, it's going to reach out for you, Joan.
gonna reach out and grab
That's
you.
not great at all. I'm going to spend a penny to re-roll that because I'd really like to. Yeah, it fucking amazing. Yeah, he is running too fast. Can't stop himself in time as it reaches out for you and slips on bits of his exploded friend and bonks his head into the rest of them and is now vulnerable. Because I spent a penny so I could crit fail. Awesome.
Scooby Doo
Oh,
hijinks.
Yeah. Cornelius, you are up.
All right. I see that guy running in on Joan. I think I would like to use elemental manipulation to attack that one with the same
Yeah.
like. I guess I hadn't described it yet, but like the watery ice spikes that I saw getting launched at Abigail are just being like pulled from the water and like little ice shards like darts hovering in the air and flying around.
Love it.
What I should do is I should maybe roll for the target. That is an actual success this time, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, our friend takes a couple shots to the side of the head and is clearly having a bad day.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull into this corner. That'll
Excellent.
do.
Franklin.
Hey guys. Let's see. I'm gonna look at this from here. Is he standing?
Is which one standing?
The flayed corpse.
He is standing.
The thankful one.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna do a cold shot from here. I just want to use
Okay.
my marksman edge. Must Star revolver headshot. We're going for it.
Is vulnerable, right?
Right.
Yep.
The one on the ground.
Okay.
I'll start, but my marksman.
I'm back.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
That's an
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Roll that
Yeah.
plus damage.
12 damage. I did not target it.
That's all right. Why don't you explain to us what it looks like when you end this individual?
Oh. Catch my breath. Point my gun at ass. I lean over. Take my shot. The bullet whizzes past this fucking skull. I mean, not past, through its skull. And it just flops over.
Excellent.
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that gun.
My calling card, the Star revolver.
Yeah, I know this one by heart.
I got it. I got to take the edge for that.
Nice. All right. Thomas.
Okay, let's see if I can unshake. Unshaken.
Ooh.
Okay. I will. It seems like fatigue and wounds are doing the same thing to me, but
Function.
wound takes away pace, but pace isn't as important right now. But they're still doing the same thing. So I'll ignore the extra wound from the numb, but the fatigue will maintain.
Gotcha.
So that applies a -1 to trait rolls, right? Yeah, -1 from all trait rolls. So that's -1 from the fighting, right? That's how.
Correct.
That's a trait roll. Okay, I understand how the game works. Okay.
That makes one of us.
Well, I think in varying degrees, we're all getting there.
Yeah. Okay, this guy is not bad on hand-to-hand combat, it seems. As kind of pull the shears he's dug into me out as I'm now battling against him, the sharp scissor-wielding man. We exchange a few blocked blows a bit. And I'm obviously I'm gonna get him with the razzle dazzle, but this guy is I mean he's sick. He's sick in the head. The Tailor. I believe that he is the one responsible for snipping skin and making these jackets, or having a big part in it. So I'm gonna.
What do you mean?
Make...
Just because his name's the Tailor and he's wielding shears?
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty big jump there, Sean.
Could be a big jump.
Circumstantial at best.
I'm gonna take my 2 actions and do my punches. And I'm gonna make each of these a wild attack. So I'll get +2 to the attack roll and damage roll, but I will be vulnerable, even more vulnerable, than I am. Okay, I'll target him. We'll click this. I need. Is there a wild? There's desperate attack. That's pretty much the same thing. It gives the +2, which is what we're looking for.
There was a
Um,
wild attack when I did the knife attack. It was like
Was?
at the very, very top.
Oh, there is. Okay, there actually is wild attack. Okay, cool. Okay, wild attack. It should fatigue me automatically in the roll. I just want to make sure it did. Okay, it did give the fatigue in there too. Okay, cool. It's and then I'm ignoring the other wounds, so it's 13, but it's still all the same as far as our stuff goes. Okay. So with a roll for damage, and this one +2 on it. So 15 total. And then I'm definitely swinging again. I can just yeah, wild attack. Okay. Oh, a 4? Boy, I'm gonna get hurt, but I'm gonna Benny to. Well, it's actually. Is that no? It's in there. It's a 5, but I don't know that a 5 hits. I'm gonna Benny to re-roll. Okay, that will certainly get there. Oops. Close that. Okay. Oh, we like this. We like what's happening here.
no.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we like what's
Hell yeah,
happening
we
here.
do.
Whoa! What
plus
the
plus
fuck?
2.
Goddamn dice.
Jesus Christ!
There's a
All
37.
right. Well, let's.
I think y'all
What
got
the
it, actually.
fuck?
I mean, we
There is
heard the
whatever
Law and
dive.
Order kung kung.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
there's a soak attempt.
Yeah, he can soak.
He's just gonna.
We also know that something dove into the water. We saw
Yeah,
that.
something's in the water for sure.
So the question is, did he manage to soak that last one?
The Netflix sound.
Okay. Let's see. No, that's not right. What is going on here? There we go. Yeah. This guy is shook and shook bad, but that hood, it is still standing, and that hood it's wearing does not give a hint as to what is going on underneath.
that is wild. Can I describe my incredible attack
Please, yeah.
a little bit? So like we're exchanging blows, right? He's getting hits in, I'm getting some hits in, right? Managed to get like a solid punch to stun him, like a twist of the arm to grab the shears, stab him into his leg, and then a hard clock to like he bumps into the rock behind him, but he's still crazy and standing. So that's wild.
All right. Friendly, you are up.
Yeah, I like put a hand forward to like clasp onto Abby's shoulder and say, "Where's Thomas?"
I just point forward.
Fuck,
With the
can't see
shotgun.
shit. So yeah, for me, basically vision ends here, and then it is pitch darkness.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I can't summon light, so
Bro, it's just a cantrip, bro. I don't know how you don't have it as a
Yeah,
wizard.
I wish I had a cantrip. Is Abby hurt at all?
a little bit.
How
The
much?
numb seems to be taking care of everything, though.
Okay. I will actually just give a I'll try to do like an encouragement towards Abby. Just say, "Okay, you get in there and you save him, okay?" And I'll try to do a support roll. Well, it's not on skill. But
If you do it from the quick bar, it like
Yeah, I
thinks
know.
everything is unskilled.
doing persuasion on this one. Okay,
Cool.
you get your +1. I tried to
Okay.
give you my encouragement.
That might be important in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, the tailor pulls the shears out of its leg. Nothing mechanical here, but just flavor wise, it reaches out for you, Thomas, to try and give itself a better chance of attacking. You recognize this tactic as it is also using a wild attack. I'm going to spend a Benny and re-roll that this one time. Son of it
Could it go worse?
the shears, you can tell now, in addition to, you know, operating in the way that a regular pair of shears do, one of the outer edges of the shears is also sharpened, and it slices across your neck and a few sparks fly, but no damage is done.
Creepy.
Abigail.
Oh boy. I can't shoot. Well, I could shoot, but Thomas is right there. I don't
Say
need
fuck
to.
it.
Yeah, some of us don't have your shooting skill.
My bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can give myself something approaching your shooting skill.
Oh God.
Take drugs. Take drugs.
Yeah, that's
Please, more drugs.
Hell yeah!
a little bit
That's
of
all the
booger
session was
sugar.
missing.
Yeah, I am actually just going to drop my gun into the water. I am going to draw my
Aw, what
ghost
the
steel knife, do
Don't go-
drugs, and I'm going to stab this motherfucker.
God
Yeah,
damn it!
love it. Love it.
So that is 2 actions.
Yeah.
Now I can't see you for shit.
I'm rooting for you spiritually. Me, only the
Yeah,
person.
I've
in
got
the game.
no bennies for any of this, so this will be fun. I am boosting my my fighting die roll first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay,
Oh,
all
There you
right,
go.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I told you.
Okay.
So my fighting goes from
I believe.
unskilled to a D6. Let's slow
I
down a
always
little
get the
bit.
goddamn Popeye song whenever you
Yeah.
do this shit. Just
Yeah, I mean, there is distinctly. Oh God, what color did I assign to? Wait, that's agility. Fighting's an agility skill.
feels red.
No, I think red is
This is
vigor because
dangerous.
red means health bar. I believe it's green. There's
Green
definitely
is
like a
stamina.
green.
There's too much green in there,
Green
man.
is stamina. Maybe goldenrod.
I don't know. I'll remember it later. Point is, I'm gonna stab this fucker.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let's see
I
it.
gotta give myself a new skill real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
As Abby does
Drug
a
adult
flip right
stabbing.
next.
Goes from unskilled to D6.
You kill this guy right now, I'll crack open the beer.
Actually, let me target him. Yeah, I don't know what his parry is, but that does
Yeah,
up
I don't know
my
what it is
parry as
either.
well, which is
It's
important.
got shears.
Why are you trying to use? Okay, hold on. Go steel knife. You should not be using.
You can just roll your fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Drug it.
Drug
Oh, I thought
addled
you said drug
stabbing.
addicted.
Love it. Love it.
This should be at -2 for taking 2 actions. Actually, yeah, my weird science would have only been a 10, but that's still the same thing. It's still a raise. It's a 4.
It's I believe that's 6 because my man is vulnerable.
My man is
Oh, it sure
vulnerable.
is. Yeah.
That'll help.
So that's
Actually, it's not because vulnerable's already wrapped into that.
If you've targeted him, it should be.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, let me ignore the wounds. Yeah. So it is still.
A 5.
I took off the
Yeah.
wound because I am numb currently.
Yeah,
So yeah,
right.
the
Don't
+2. The
don't you
+2 for
plus
vulnerable
one?
counters out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Yeah.
should be getting +1 to that for the support. So it's actually a 6.
that's what's not in the support's not in there. So the 6
Oh,
is what
yeah.
it is. Roll 2 damage die. That's the parry score.
Oh hell yeah. Go steel knife. That is with no raise though, so it's just. Wait, why is there? Oh, D4 for the it's 5 damage at AP1 or 6 damage at AP1. Not great, and I have no bennies to reroll that.
Yeah. You have clearly in your drug fueled rage taken a chunk out of the Tailor, but still standing. Jones in the other round. Well,
This will be
this
the
is
last
not
round
gonna.
that numb is effective.
Okay.
Numb
Yeah,
will
this-
wear off
Why
here.
is my token turned on its side all of a sudden?
You just your token flipped when you were like drugging yourself.
I like
Oops,
that
whoops.
though.
You should, if you select it, you should be able to like mouse wheel rotate yourself,
Just lean it forward slightly.
or
Make
like
it
shift.
I'm just trying to find a thing for boost trait.
I gotcha.
I don't know if there is one. Ah, boost trait right
There
there.
it is. Yeah.
If I hit a number, does it give me a time? Oh, hey, there we go.
All right. Thomas, you
It gives
are
me
up.
the option to boost
Okay.
skills when I apply it to myself, but only skills that I already have. So that's
Interesting.
not correct.
I can't believe 9 is the best any we all of all of us. 9 is the best. Okay.
I can put you back sideways if you like, Abigail, but I've put you right side up.
I appreciate that. And
Okay.
I'm going in to fix my drug-addled stabbing so that it notices that it's only a D6, not a D8.
Excellent.
Gotcha. Man, this guy's so strong. I kind of want to change up my tactic, but I feel like it's.
He is shaken, so
Yeah. I feel like I should continue doing what I do best. Okay. Yeah, I continue. As he's fending off 2 people at once, this Tailor. What an incredible fighter! What a nasty boy this guy is. Okay, we'll exchange some blows again. I'm still vulnerable, but he's vulnerable. Do we wild attack? Oh, did you say by the way, the fatigue was gonna
that
end?
should be ended at the end of your last turn.
At the
Okay,
no,
I just
at the the end. Oh, sorry. I thought you were referring to numb.
Yeah, his the fatigue he gave to me.
Yeah, the fatigue ended at the end of your last turn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I should take advantage of ignoring 2 wounds while I can and just go hog wild. I'm gonna wild attack him again.
that's what I forgot to do.
Wild attack?
Yeah.
It's I mean
That's
it's tough
okay.
to remember that it's even a thing
Yeah.
that can be done. Okay, I've got him selected. Click here. We're wild attacking. Okay, we love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got my gang up bonus in there too. Thanks, Doc. Okay.
Yeah, kick his ass. Because I'm out of support bonus.
That's 20 total on the first hit.
Okay, hold on. Describe to us what happens as you end the Tailor with a little bit of the razzle.
God, I'm actually deciding, do I want to kill this man? Do I kill this man? But like, I don't actually know that he's done these things. It just seems like he's done these things. I don't know that Thomas kills this guy. I think it's like he's fighting the both of us, right? He's fending off the Doc's attacks with the knife, and I see that vulnerability opens himself up for an attack. A couple body shots, kind of knocking the shears away, grabbing his head, and then just hitting it against the rock a few times, holding him by the hood, and can like feel his body kind of go limp a bit, and just kind of shove him against the rock. I will leave him there unconscious, but I
Okay.
don't want to kill him.
Batman level ass whooping. No, he's good though.
yeah. But I did not the Ben Affleck kind because I didn't
Yeah.
kill this man.
Oh, then
Just
it's
a video
fine.
game.
It's fine. I've just severely damaged his bone.
Yeah, it's just
And
a little bit of encephalitis.
with that, combat has ended.
What about the thing in the water, Adam?
Yeah, you guys will have to try and figure that out. Right?
Oh,
But
no.
why don't we take our 15-minute break and then we can figure out what is going, where'd this thing go when we
Hell yeah.
return.
What?
The Tailor has had his lights punched out and is slumped down, the back of his blood-stained coat stuck on what's left of his machine. What are we doing, team?
I'm gonna continue my jogging.
Yeah.
Doc, you
It-
saw that skin thing?
Is it down?
He's down. Someone bring a light. We've got to
Also-
find whatever he dropped in the water.
What is it and what's going on?
Grab the lantern.
I'm gonna
I'll
grab
just
the
walk over
lantern.
here with mine.
I'll turn some light on in there.
As we're out of combat in this moment, am I no longer vulnerable from the wild attack?
That is correct.
Okay.
Oh,
And when does the numb end?
now.
Ah,
Yeah,
Is
so
that also-
everybody who's hurt is immediately boom out.
Right. And how about that deflection?
About now.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah.
wait, now.
Now.
Real in-game spell timer.
Could okay, we saw it appear. Where did it jump?
It's
It
not,
jumped.
to be clear, it's not so much that it appeared, right? It was lying on this rock, which is where the flayed corpse was
Okay.
when Abby first saw it, right? So the Tailor I think it's safe to make the assumption, was working on this flayed corpse and was literally finishing off, like pulling the skin off of this thing, right, before it charged Abigail. And so it, at the Tailor's behest, went and did something. That hand wave gesture meant something to whatever it was, and it ducked into the water.
Okay.
Who's going down there?
I would actually like to use elemental manipulation to, and well, I guess I'll ask, Adam,
Mhm.
Marshall, with my moving of 1 foot of material, water,
Mhm.
would I be able to, like, within 5 rounds, clear 5 random like spaces of water to kind of like look splash and try to find this thing in the water?
Um, I see what you're getting at, and I like it.
Hmm.
The problem is, like, when you move a foot of water, right? The next round, right? That water is just going to move back into its place. This is a
Right.
big pool. You can only move 1 square foot of water, right? And so, like, you'd only be able to look at the surface level. You'd only be able to look a foot deep,
Hmm.
right? And you'd have to pick 5 squares. Well, actually 4 squares now because you've used 1 round already,
Hmm.
right? Um, and so if you would like to do that, you're certainly able to do that. I'm just letting you know that's going to be tough.
Yeah, my vision is to like
Mhm.
pick a couple of spots
Okay.
and just disrupt the water to try to
Yep.
like then catch a
Yep.
movement, a current or something.
Got it. Now the flip side is,
Hmm.
well, you've got 4 rounds. It's either 3 or 4 rounds. I can't remember which, but
I believe I will actually have to cast it again, given that I am doing a new type of move with it. Uh, but that's okay. I have the points for that.
well, how do you have PowerPoints for that?
Oh wait, hold on. When I deal with the devil, I don't get to keep what I have
No,
left over.
no. It's for that
Yeah,
one casting.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be all. Never mind then.
Okay. Great. Got it. Great. Never mind me a little Rosanna moment.
I'd like to put the Tailor in the handcuffs I keep with me.
Great. Handcuffing to himself or handcuffing him to something or someone?
Hands behind the back,
Hmm.
and just having him like face forward, bent over the rock if possible, or something
Yep.
something to that effect.
Yeah, no problem. You can handcuff him behind his back, and you can secure him in a way in which he won't
Oh, does
sink into the water.
did he have like he has like a tank or something he was shooting ice from? Like I'm imagining like he has like a flamethrower but it shoots ice. Is that correct?
He has an item, but much like Abigail's items, it is just a trapping of his powers.
I gotcha. Okay. I just want to make sure.
that
I want
that
to
is
disarm him from things
Mhm.
and weaponry.
yeah. I
Um,
I want to make clear, if you take that away, he cannot use that power. If I lose my gun, I have no access to any powers on anyone else.
Mhm.
Because the trapping for my weird science powers is that thing. Without that thing, I cannot do the powers. It's not like a wand in D&D where you just pick up the next arcane focus that's available.
Right. I mean, the point I'm making is that it's not like anyone can pick up that particular item and start using it.
right.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
I just figured Sean was going for disarm,
Mhm.
which for that is absolutely how it would work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My intention is to disarm him of weaponry.
Okay.
Remove anything like that if he has like papers, you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
if he has things of significance or whatever on him. But I would like to handcuff him, and I don't know how much of that I can all
Okay.
do. I'm asking to do quite a number of things. So
Yeah, I mean, dude's unconscious, right? So you can take care of all of that, and what you take off of him, right? You disarm him from his it looks sort of like a hair dryer with a hose coming out the bottom of it. But the hose literally it isn't attached to anything. It was literally just sucking water up from this pond. And
Cool.
yeah. So you've disarmed him of that. The other two things you disarm him of are and I'm putting these in your gear right now.
Okay.
You take his shears and you remove his hood. Which upon removing his hood, you notice a couple things. One, the hood, it's one piece. The top
One.
and back half of it is just all made of leather, right? On the front of it, the top half of the front are goggles very similar to the goggles that Abigail wears, and the bottom portion of it is a solid piece of metal that has this uh, toothy sort of grin slash grimace painted on it. Once you remove it, you see a mostly bald old man has some liver spots on his head. In his, you'd probably guess, late 50s, early 60s. You Some of you may or may not recognize this, but you're not going to have to roll for it because Abigail, you recognize this is an individual who has ritually and regularly exposed himself to various chemicals in an effort, and now you can say successful effort, to give himself greater and greater resistance to uh, those various chemicals and magical influences.
Got it.
This old guy kicked our ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's that's what I'm currently doing.
Okay.
I'd like to throw rocks into the water to do the thing that I was planning on doing with the magic.
I was going to put my head under the water, but if there are rocks being thrown in, maybe I will not do that.
Hey,
It's like
so
I don't
knee
want
high
your
water,
head.
right?
I
Yeah.
don't want
Yeah.
your head going in the water if the things that could be in the water grab skin.
I got a mask on. I'm good.
Okay.
The water seems to be 2 to 3 feet deep. I mean, obviously you haven't stepped everywhere, but that seems to be, in the places you have walked, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
So who's doing what now?
I would like to look around to try noticing if the creature is still in the water. Trying to scare it if I can into moving.
Okay, make me a notice roll.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Roll me a D6, please.
Here we go.
Yeah, it bounces off a rock and bounces back and hits you in the face.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah. How? Okay. So we're just gonna walk around, sort of shuffling our feet till we find it, or does anybody have?
I am still on drugs and with knife in hand, so I am going face first into the water.
For fuck's sake,
Excellent.
Thomas.
What?
A babysit, please.
I kind of got my hands full, friendly.
Uh,
Where are you headed, Abigail?
Let's see. He's standing there, and it dropped. I am going to essentially swim around this rock into the back area because figured that's like the Tailor was standing towards the back. All my friends are on the shore side. If this thing's gonna hide, like it's gonna hide away from us.
Okay.
So I am hunting through. I'm trying to find the deepest area of water, essentially, which I think would be
Okay.
at the back.
You're looking for the deepest area of water.
Yeah,
Got it.
to
Make
hunt
me
this thing down.
a notice roll.
God, I love you just like swimming in a kiddie pool, just kicking around.
What? I do not have one. I'm not sure. Oh, I still have the Tailor targeted. That's why.
Yeah.
So it's a 6. This would be a 7, but I am feeling my wounds
Okay.
now.
It definitely gets deeper down at this end.
I think you pinged under my character sheet, so I assume you mean over here.
No,
No.
down at
Okay.
down at the south.
Okay, then yeah, I will head that way, knife in hand, holding my breath as best as possible, and then
Yeah. Yeah, as you approach, you see that under this rock here, there's an opening big enough to swim through.
Okay, I will come up out of the water. This way, there's a passage under the rocks. And then I will go back down under the water.
Don't
Yeah.
put. Fuck.
Okay, I'm going to drag you now. I believe there's light in here if you can't see anything.
I still have my mask on. I will assume by the time that I get there that my drug-addled binge is going off.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and do
What the fuck is that?
whenever I see her disappearing, I want to
Uh-huh.
use my aspect of the Radaloa Agua and
Okay.
dive in the water and swim after.
Great. I'll just drag you in the same place. Great.
Fuck. I guess
And
I'm
I'll-
going.
Okay. Give me a second, friendly. I'll drag you. And we don't need to, even though you see another one of these flesh things, we don't need to re-enter combat again. Like at this point,
Not that.
this right. This is it. Well, that interestingly enough, let me describe the room a little bit. Right. Abigail, you feel sort of kind of at home in here. Like it's not maybe a little bit creepier than you would like, but this is a mad scientist workshop, right?
Yep.
The shelves and basically every sort of flat surface is filled with notes or papers or maps or pieces of objects or objects themselves. On the shelf over here, this thing that you're looking at, right? There's actually 3 glass jars. It reeks of vinegar in here, right? And each of these 3 glass jars have a mound of flesh sitting in them. I know there's only one token, but it's just there to remind me. Yeah.
Oh.
We should get the others. This seems like something we're going to want to go through.
Are you gonna? Because I'm not leaving if you're just gonna start poking around.
I promise I will wait till everyone is here. I will stand right here. This is
Friendly like goes to the opposite, just folds his arms and leans back against the wall.
All right. So who all's going in? Of the 3 of you, because that's what's going on right now, right? You're calling other people to come in here.
Joan, would you mind?
Yeah,
Going.
yeah, easy enough.
Okay. Well, yeah. Who all's going in? Thomas, are you
I'm-
going or are you staying?
Boy, that's a good question. I gotta, well, I mean, I can go. I just gotta leave my guns behind so they don't get wet. Also, I feel strange just leaving this one unattended.
I'll stay.
You sure?
Better than nothing. And I
I'll
don't swim.
I'll stay. My whole thing's guns, so
All right. I'd feel
All
better
right.
about that.
I'll move you, Thomas.
Cool. I spend the time to take my gun holster off and
Yep.
leave it on the rocks.
Absolutely.
And my hat.
Okay.
Can't lose my hat.
I'm gonna get your gun. I don't want him to get a chance to grab it.
Yeah, I'll leave my guns with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now counted all them bullets. I'll know if you took some.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna use your gun first.
Fair.
Okay. Among the things that you find in here, at least the things you find in here of note, right? You've got all the time in the world and nothing in here is hidden, so no reason to make any notice rolls. First, you find these 3 jars, which, because of their contents and the aroma coming from them, and given everyone's previous exposure and fight with them, these 3 jars each have a flesh jacket in them. They're just sort of in there, quivering, blobbing, vibing around in their individual jars. You also, on a particularly deep shelf that has been set up, there's a stool next to it, so it's safe to assume that it's been set up sort of like a desk. There is a decent amount of correspondence, all with someone that in varying places and writings, depending on who they're to or from, or whether it's the greeting or the sign off, are signed with some combination of uh, Alberta Bell, the Herald Alberta Bell, the Herald of the Hellhounds. Most of those are either addressed to or sent from the Tailor, and that is the only way that it is signed. There are some that have some other names associated with them. You can see there's some correspondence with the Red River Mill and with the Canadian River Mill, but for the most part, it's correspondence back and forth with whoever this Alberta Bell is, talking about how many more flayed corpses she would like, where she would like them placed. Is there a way to increase the intensity or effect that is leeching off of them? Those sorts of things. In addition to the correspondence, you also see a map that it's of the Southwest United States. And in addition to uh, the Red River Mill, the Canadian River Mill, and the Cimarron River Mill, 3 locations which you are familiar with, there are also notes along other rivers that talking about whether or not they'd be good locations, indicating what scouts have reported. And what you notice is that all of these are tributaries that eventually feed into the Mississippi River. Before I go on, anybody have anything they'd like to do or any questions they'd like to ask?
I mean, it's not a smart move, but I'm gonna poke one of the glasses that the skin is in and see if it moves.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to poke it. These things are they are clearly like floating in this vinegar solution, but
Mhm.
it's not just floating. They are. Looks almost like jellyfish moving around in there.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Those should be destroyed.
Yeah.
Do you think we can boil them as is, or do we need to open them?
I'm not sure. The glass fragments, if the jars break, might be enough. But honestly, I'd feel best if we put them in a pit somewhere and lit them on fire. Yes.
Hmm. Dangerous either way. What else is in here?
Well, there's these maps. These ones, I'm pretty sure this is the mills. This is these are most of the places we've been, or many, I should say, of the places we've been where we've run into the hellhounds. Although there is this thing here on the Mississippi. Like all of these things are tied to it, and it does explain why they wanted us west of the Mississippi. But that
East of the
means,
Mississippi.
I'm sorry, they wanted us east of the Mississippi. They wanted the west of the Mississippi.
I ain't good with directions neither.
Coming down off the drugs, you understand. I don't actually say that.
Mhm.
Admit nothing.
Well, there's unconscious folk around here.
Yeah.
We should take whatever we think is important, try to bring it through. Okay. Are there any empty jars?
There are not, right? But there are other items in here. So if there aren't any more
Yeah.
questions about the correspondence or the map, I can move on to the other things that you find in here.
Yeah, I think we note these, and Thomas stays close to these jars of creatures.
Okay. Yeah,
But
cool.
yeah, I think we're exploring still more.
Okay. You see a box that says has the Sears and Robards symbol on it, and the label on it reads "Blast of the Past Smelling Salts."
Mhm.
Opening it up, there are two small glass vials that are filled with some uh, very thin, almost water consistency, but silvery liquid. Those bottles are wrapped in or those glass vials are wrapped in cotton, and there's a netting around that cotton, which any of you that have used smelling salts from this era would know. You break the glass vial, the liquid leaks into the cotton, which is encased in this netting. You take a deep breath, and it takes effect. In this case, there's an instruction manual which explains that if you use one of these smelling salts while holding a relic or infernal device or any device that you want to know the history of, you will gain the effect as if you had rolled a success with a raise on the object reading power, which gives
Ooh.
you a nice long history of uh, whatever object you are holding without the need for a a roll. You do get for your troubles a level of fatigue. As a result of using it. The box has a bunch of empty slots, but there are two of these. Yeah, that's right. Two of these smelling salts left. Let's change that to that. You also see, where's this? You also see two small tubes of a healing ointment. And 3 bottles of something that, excuse me, there's no label. They're, sort of smaller than even like a standard alcohol flask. Brown glass, cork in it. Can't tell what these 3 bottles are. You also find on a shelf what appears to be some sort of like wide wrist cuff that looks a little bit like that.
Very neat. Now the question is how we are going to get some of these things out of here. I mean, we have to protect them against the water. The papers, like you mentioned, Thomas, the problem is there's no. I mean, actually, I will do a quick circuit, like of the not a quick circuit. I will take the time to do a detailed circuit of the room, just trying to see if there's another exit to this place rather than having to go through the water every time. I can't imagine they wanted to move the flesh jackets out through that.
There is no other exit. The other things that you find, right, that may be useful, you do see there are other glass jars in here that are empty. And like there's the lights that are coming in this room now are from candles that there are any number of candles. Most of them are unlit right now, but there's a handful that are lit. There seem to be like cracks in the ceiling, right, that aren't really large enough for anything to pass through other than the smoke from these candles. I think it's also fair to say you find 1 or 2 of these glass jars that have wax around the rim of them.
Locks around the rim?
Wax.
Oh, wax. Are they empty? Can
They
we
are
see
empty.
inside? Okay.
Those are all clear glass, and they are currently empty.
That's one way to get stuff out.
Yeah, we could make use of some of this here, the empty jars, put stuff in it, and seal it up. I'm partial to just leaving these things as they are and breaking any entryway into this thing, but I think these things might not ever die. I don't know. They ain't living, so someone could unearth this by accident and they'd be dangerous, but I think these things need to be dealt with.
I'm inclined to agree. I don't know. Do you want to just stomp them?
One at a time. Sure.
Oh, how I like notice the like jagged cut on your neck from the shears. How you feeling?
I feel fine.
Okay.
Narrator, he is not fine.
I mean, if you're not feeling, I can't like fix it, but I can make you feel better about it.
Well, that's up to you. I'd be prepared for anything. These things may be slippery, and I don't think we know what they might do to me. There's likely enough fluid moving around that maybe they can control me, or I don't even know how their rattler works.
I'm gonna do a words of comfort, so relief, and the numb portion of that for Abby and Thomas.
Okay.
Okay, so for 1 hour, you get to ignore 2. You have the numb, basically the single target numb instead of the group blast, but it's
Ooh.
2 instead of 1. So any combination of 2 wounds, fatigue, etc.
Yeah, heck yeah. Do we want to collect everything that we want to get out of here first, and then I'd rather deal with these things as the last part of leaving this place.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Get all the important shit out, and then just also so the people in the other room know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it takes some time to shuffle things in and out and seal them up in jars and whatnot, but you're able to do that without too much difficulty. I'd say, probably takes you an hour, maybe a little bit more.
Okay, cool. And so then the people outside, Franklin and Cornelius, know what we're done, what we found,
Mhm.
and that we plan to try to kill 3 of these jackets.
Mhm.
Good, good.
Y'all want to still stay here?
Yeah, I think the less flesh in the room, probably the better. I mean,
Yeah.
they do die without vinegar. Are we sure we don't just break their jars and let them die?
I mean, I could certainly just blast a little havoc into that area and see how things get turned around. But
Ooh,
for all I
yeah.
know, that might just release them.
Oh,
That's
I mean,
a good idea, actually. We might try that one.
Okay, just be ready.
So you're aiming at the shelf with these 3 jars on it?
I think I'd like to take one off the shelf and then
Okay.
set it around here-ish, right, away from us and away from them,
Uh-huh.
and then see how one reacts.
Yeah, great.
To this.
Let's see that roll, John.
Well, I want to make sure because I don't know how many times I can do
Mhm.
this.
Oh, whether you want to do all of them
Oh
or
no,
Yeah.
it's pretty cheap actually. PowerPoint's only 2, so okay.
All
Yeah,
right, so
I
you
can
set
hit that
one up,
one with
right?
just
You
the
set one
havoc.
up on the table here, right?
we can do all 3 if you want to
Oh,
try to get them
no.
all.
Let's go ahead and just try to do all 3.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
You set all
Yeah.
3 of them up on the table here. Let's see it,
Mhm.
John. Yeah, that hits.
Trying to pull up the description. So now they are distracted and make strength rolls or get blasted back, and then if they get blasted back and hit stuff, that's what actually does damage with this spell.
Okay. Under these circumstances, right? Not only are they blasted back into the wall and that does damage, but the jars all break, right? And the glass shards do additional damage, and these things quiver and flop around on the ground for a little bit, and then are no longer moving. They are deceased.
Nice.
Well, that was neat.
Cornelius is smart.
Neat and tidy.
Well, if there's nothing else out of here, we better deal with what we got to deal with in the other area.
I will take the time to do one last sweep just to make sure I'm not missing anything crucial.
Nope. You are good.
Back in the water, it would seem. Meet up with our
Mhm.
friends.
It.
Just before you, I guess, probably about the time you're smashing these things and making your one last loop. Let me take a look here. Yeah. Franklin and Cornelius, could you make me some notice rolls, please?
I could. Or
Can't get my sheet to expand. Hey, all right.
Hot damn.
hey, bro, I don't gotta worry about much.
Hey, it's still a 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, what you both notice, right? Because you hear some splashing and thrashing around in the water, right? Is the handcuffed body of the tailor is sort of seizing and kicking around, and it is foaming at the mouth. In addition, Cornelius, you could swear that you just heard the echoes of some screams bouncing off the walls.
Could you? Ooh, let me minimize my character sheet. Could you
Mhm.
point again?
I did not point. You just hear
Okay.
it bouncing off the wall. Like it's clearly echoing off of things, right? And so you know the general layout of the place, right? But like where it's coming from, it's far enough away that you've got no idea.
There were 2 unconscious people early in the encounter.
Uh huh. I think I'm going to tell Franklin that I think someone's either down there or something may be happening. You may want to be armed. I think that fella made, and he gestures back over to the handcuff guy, right? Um, he's foaming at the mouth. You said,
Hmm.
yeah. I think we're gonna have to talk to him in the afterlife.
All right. Do I shoot him now?
Save your bullets for whatever may be down the hall.
Oh, okay. Hey, buddy, I suggest you take cover there.
All right. I am gonna move.
Okay. It's about this time. I'm just going to move everybody else out because I believe that's where y'all said you were headed. Right. Um, I will make the assumption that, well, as you all come out, you see the last sort of spasms and throes of the tailor, and foam is his mouth is fully foamed over, and it's running down his chin and onto his chest. Um, that's item number one. Item number two is presumably Cornelius informs you, as he informed Franklin, that I think I heard somebody screaming, right? I think I heard that coming from somewhere. And item number 3, right, is there is still the question of the loose flesh jacket that you haven't seen or found, right?
Yeah.
So let's actually deal with that first. Does anybody want to do anything about that at this point? Or are there things higher on the list to deal with?
I gave it a shot. I failed.
Did y'all find it while we was mucking about in there?
Mm-mm.
I didn't look for that goddamn thing. Ooh.
Wait,
You
was the one that I found in the lab area not the one that we saw go in the
No,
water?
those were all in jars. The one that slipped into the water was loose.
Oh,
Well, I guess
I
y'all
thought
was
I
screaming,
thought
huh?
the full flesh jacket like token was the
Nope.
worm that I saw.
No, that
Hey,
was just
y'all.
to remind me that there were flesh jackets in jars in there.
Got it.
Sorry about
Hey,
that. Sorry about the
Nope.
confusion. Now that we're out, actually, just for bookkeeping stuff, who's got the leather cuff? Who's going to hold on to that for the time being?
I will if no one else wants to, because I'm curious
I
what sort of
assumed to
tech this
you,
guy
yeah.
made.
Okay,
do
let me
y'all
give that to
do y'all think
you.
that flesh jacket made it to that unconscious guy?
Who
Might
wants
have.
the smelling salts and who wants the healing astringent?
I'll hold on to the healing stringent and make great use of it.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take the smelling salts.
No, that is a joke. 'Cause I
Okay,
don't know that it will
gotcha.
actually do
It
anything to
is a
me.
drug,
Gotcha.
so yeah, Joan should get the smelling salt.
Okay.
Hey,
Joan, you have
look,
the smelling salts. Make sure that you mark. I've just added them. They're in consumables. Make sure that you mark down that you've got 2 of those. I think you should be able to see that. Yeah.
Yes, I see him.
All right. Actually, let me do the same here. For that. And who's taking the healing stuff?
I think Friendly should have it.
Yeah, I'll take it and then hand it to Cornelius.
Okay.
I don't know how to. This is not something I have a
Yeah, I
training
mean,
in.
that's what it's for, right? Is you just rub it on someone and it'll work.
Yeah, it's just like a salve. It's
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
he's nervous.
you're the perfect one for it.
I'm putting it on your
Awesome.
sheet, Max.
Cool.
Yeah,
Make
because
sure
Friendly's
you
like, I don't
mark
need this.
that you've got 2 of them, right?
Okay.
And just because I don't know what else to do with it, Ted, mark that you have 3 small bottles of a mysterious liquid on your.
Mysterious liquid.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous, add item,
Great.
new gear.
hey,
Oh,
uh,
I did forget one thing. Sorry.
Quantity
That
free.
sorry about this. That I'm going to make an assumption. Actually, I don't need to make an assumption. I'll let you guys figure out where it goes. You also found 2 of these, which you know to be hypodermic bullets, right? You
Whoa.
can,
Oh.
they work just like normal bullets, right? But you can fill it with an elixir or a balm or a salve or a potion or whatever, right? And it will, on a hit, it will also deliver that payload. Right, it is an
Cool.
infernal device, so does
It
Risk
could
malfunction.
explode.
Does
risk.
critically. Now, you say also does that. Does that mean like I can't friendly fire with it because I would be shooting real bullet damage
That
and
is
healing
correct.
them?
That
Okay.
is correct.
Bit of a
Okay, because I was
confusion
thinking, oh, I could
situation.
actually
Yeah.
use my gun sometimes. Then.
Yeah, that is correct.
Give them to me. I'll use my gun.
Right, and there are
you want
2
your
of
gun back?
those, right? Who's holding on to those?
I don't have a gun that would fire them, so not myself.
I could hold them, but I don't shoot much. They're fancy bullets, ain't if you're into it.
Hell, I'll shoot anything. Give me the gun.
All right. They should be in your gear at this point. Just make sure you mark down that you've got 2 of them. Great. Fantastic. I don't have to track those anymore. Love it.
So we
Okay.
going after the screaming then?
Well, if y'all want to check out the screaming, that's fine. But I'm gonna search around these waters and see what's wrong with our friend here. I thought we'd be able to talk to him. Saying you can just leave the gun on the ground. I don't want to get it wet.
All right, bud.
There's
You
what screaming are we talking about?
are just screaming down the way.
I'd wager
Cornelius heard some screaming.
Mhm.
I'd wager
Don't
we got
worry.
company or the folk I knocked out woke up.
Ah,
Don't worry. We're going to put them back to bed.
I'll stay with Thomas. We never did find that thing that fell into the water. I'm gonna search the other end.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Sounds like Joan, Cornelius, Franklin, you 3 are going to investigate the screaming. Is that correct?
Oh, not I. I
Oh, not
have
you.
nothing by which to defend myself.
Okay. So you're hanging out here. Joan and Franklin are going. Friendly, where are you headed?
I'm staying near Abby.
You're staying near Abby.
Abby's got a fucking reckless streak today, and it's making
Okay.
me real nervous.
Okay. We're going to say you guys, Joan and Franklin, you get to down about here, right? And it's about this time that our crew that's sticking around up here, you discover the following things in whatever combination this happens in. First, regarding the Tailor, he's dead. You clear some of the foam out of his mouth and open it and can see pretty quickly that he bit down hard onto a wooden molar that was filled with something, and that's
Yeah.
the end of him.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay. We'll divine talk to him later. It's fine.
Right. In addition, you say right up about here. I don't know. Can you guys see that where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Yeah. There appears to be a small little stream. It's maybe about 6 inches wide that is flowing out to somewhere. And it's at this point that you remember as you passed by the foundation of the old church, you did have to walk over a small creek. And it is safe to speculate that this crack leads either this leads to that or that feeds into this. But either way, you have not found a flesh jacket, and it is safe to assume at this point that it probably slipped out here to go find whatever it's supposed to go find.
Crack small enough for it to squeeze through, but
Not us.
too big for us.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Correct. Which of your group is going to head down and follow Joan and Franklin?
Head down
If
and
anyone.
what?
Well, I'm asking, like, of Abigail, Thomas, Friendly, and Cornelius, which, if any of you, are going to follow then where Joan and Franklin have headed off to?
If we have the realization that it broke containment and it's out, I'm immediately turning on my heel and sprinting.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I think there's nothing left up here. That guy is dead. It got away.
Okay.
Short of checking those caskets, which I
Great.
can't imagine we think there's much in those.
Great.
You sure you
I
don't
mean-
want to check out whatever this mechanism is?
I mean, I do if we had time, but we have a thing to chase. That little jacket got out, and we should know where it's going. I don't imagine it's too fast if we can get up there. It doesn't have legs like we do until it hops a person.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to find it. We haven't. It's been a bit.
True. I mean, I can take a look at that machine. I expect that that's more of what was giving our friend his ice powers. Yeah,
All right.
I'll stay and look at it.
Okay, you guys are staying there. Joan and Franklin, you can see I've advanced the two of you. It's about at this point where you hear more screaming, you hear some gunfire, and you distinctly hear someone scream, "Oh my God, they left it open!"
We
Well,
did leave it open, did we?
What's the plan, you two?
Well, I
I
got
mean,
my
we need to get the others. I mean, if you want to hold here for a moment while I run back and tell them that we need to all be
Why
heading
would
this
I
way,
stay here and you leave?
I'll be right back. Chill
I'm
yourself
gonna
out.
come with you. They're not just gonna only shoot at me. What the hell is wrong with you?
Okay,
What?
how about you go back, and since you're scared, I'll just stay over here for you, and you can go
All
tell them.
right, go ahead.
You catch me running, yelling, "One of them got out! It got out! We gotta go!"
We got more down here ready to go.
Great, let's go.
No, no, no. Actually, come on. Fuck it. We gotta go this way anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a fucking thing got out.
Hold on a second. Here's what we're going to do. With the running back and forth, right? What you can see, Joan, as you're standing there, you just hear the noises and the screaming getting louder and louder, and you hear lots of clattering, right? Like things, something almost like rock is like bouncing against the wood boards on the wall, and there's some gunfire. As Franklin and Thomas show back up, the gunfire has stopped, right? Who's poking their head around the corner?
Well, one of
I'll
you
do
gun
it.
types get in there.
Okay, I got this stuff. Stuff
Yeah,
good.
sure you do.
Okay, roll me some stealth then, Franklin.
Big stealth.
You talking about stay here? What? Let me roll it. Roll.
All right,
It's a 6.
cool.
Over here.
You poke your head around the corner and you see a stream of skeletons and zombies coming down the hallway that you entered this location from.
Oh,
It was just a story.
Shit.
I see all of them. I don't even have like a lantern. I can't really see how far this goes.
Right. I mean, you see a bunch of them, right? Indeterminate, right? I will, since you rolled stealth, you're not actually out here, right? So I will move you back, right? Actually, move you back in here, right? What's the plan, team?
hmm.
Oh, this
Okay.
fuck ton of them down there.
Fuck ton
They
of
got
what?
They got skeletons with guns.
Well,
What?
to be clear, that's what the token looks like, but that's just because that's what the Deadlands token is. These skeletons do not have
Oh.
guns. They are straight up skeletons and straight up zombies.
Okay, so how many shots you got?
Hey, I got a lot of shots. That ain't the problem. It's a lot of it.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I think I want to
I
say around
think
like
Somebody
6,
needs
6,
help though.
7.
Somebody's gonna be getting got by the.
That
We
man
gotta
is
go.
dead.
yeah,
It
Franklin
might
is
be like a.
correct. Like, he knows there were 2 survivors out here, right? One that was much further up that he can't see. One former survivor that he could see in the hall that is in pieces now.
Okay, well, we need to save whoever the flesh shack it's gonna get.
It
It
ain't
could
no
be like
safe friendly.
well, we got that's okay. Save is wrong word. We got to stop it before it gets anybody else, which means we got to go through there. So we're gonna go back and get our Thomas. And he's gonna run through there, arms out.
Oh, that's perfect. He's a zombie. They can't even eat him.
Right. I mean, they can chew him.
Then do what? Eat metal.
I mean, I think it's still like no. We gotta okay. We're gonna go back, go get the rest, and then we gotta do something.
I think this is an excellent opportunity, right, to call session, and y'all can figure out what you want to do and how you want to deal with the impending influx of the undead.